Hey everybody, Dr. Tom Hansen here from the Play Big Academy, just in for a bike ride, during which I was laughing at myself and wanted to share this story with you because it makes a really big point that sending this out to myself, and maybe you'll get some use out of it as well. But shortly ago, I was my son was playing on a travel ball team. He had practice at 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. And the night before, he was going to come home, but then at the last minute, we decided that he could have a sleepover and spend the night, and I would pick him up and then just take him straight to practice. So I get up in the morning and I'm looking for his stuff, which, yes, there's another lesson there that I should have had it the night before, but I thought I knew exactly where it was, and it wasn't there. So I looked and looked and looked and got a little more frustrated, and angry, and try to maintain my composure, and then I just went and got I thought the best I could come up with, go get his old stuff, his old glove, his old shoes, and so off we go. And I take him, and I'm like, son, we need to have a place for all your stuff, and you know how that goes. So then I drop him off, and I'm coming back home. And while I'm on my way home, it occurs to me that the last time we had it was a practice that we went to a restaurant afterwards, and he went with a friend, and so his bag would be with his friend. It's like, oh, that's it. So it's sort of like, well, why didn't that occur to me before? Why wasn't I able to just stop and think that through far enough? Um, I was, because it was how the things were occurring to me because of where I was at from an emotional standpoint. So where I was at, the state that I was in, didn't give me the clarity to think of that. So I then come home, or then pick up my son, and then he goes, Dad, it's right here. It was all right there in his room. Not exactly where it had been before, but it's a big blue bag. And I just couldn't see it. I just couldn't see it because I was frustrated, in a hurry, and just like, it's not here, it's not here. So what do I see? Not it. So I don't see the bag. The point is that we live in an occurring world. We don't live in an is world. We live in an occurring world, how it occurs to you. I love the stuff like Perry Husband and others who talk about effective velocity and how pitch occurs to a batter. It might be 80 miles an hour down the middle, occurs differently than 80 miles an hour on the inside corner. Um, and so, yes, that's true physically, but I'm saying it's going on all the time. It's going on all the time. We see what we're seeing is really, you can think of it almost more as a projection of what's in our head than the information coming in, because the state of our minds, what's going on for us projecting out, is how it's going to all occur to you. Is baseball fun? Well, it was today. It wasn't yesterday. Well, which is it? Well, it depends on you. It depends on how it occurs to you. So the challenge that we all face is to regulate ourselves, be able to manage our emotions, be able to manage our thinking in such a way that the game and the rest of life occurs to us in a way that makes it fun, that makes it enjoyable. So, gotta have, you don't have to. Um, One of the best ways I've found to do that is to practice, is to train myself. And I see this in others, to train others to manage how the world is occurring to us. The inner lens, I call it inner lens crafting, and that's really what I do. Whether it's an extreme case or situation where someone has the yips, to someone who's just trying to be a world champion, the biggest variable is how it all occurs to them. And that's what the biggest thing there is, the inner lens. So this inner lens crafting work is what I'm excited about. It, to me, makes the absolute biggest difference. And I invite you to just think about it, be aware of it as you head into the weekend, about how is this really how it is, or is this just how it's occurring to me? And if you get that it's occurring to you in this way, what can I do to shift that? Your own state, or shift the thing itself, but the easiest thing, because the only thing you really have control of is yourself. So do a little inner lens crafting this weekend, And if you want to get a head start on that, or you want to get my help on that, whether you're a player or a coach or a parent, go to playbigbaseball.com, or just over on the side there'll be a link you can click. And if you're already here, a link you can click to get a program that can help craft your lens so that baseball and the rest of life occur the way you would like them to you.